So you met somebody new, or maybe you and your special someone just want to hit the town. But these days, it can really hurt your wallet. So today, I've got 6 cheap fragrances that smell expensive, and that could possibly make your night out perfect. So stick around, let's talk about them.
And you wanna write it down? Would it kill you just to listen?
What's going on, y'all, and welcome back to My 2 Cents 2.0. My name is Brian, and this is the channel that keeps you smelling great without breaking your bank. First up on my list comes from the house of French Avenue, and this is Liquid Brun, and this is the limited edition, the Extrait de Parfum. Now, the reason I'm picking this one over the OG is for a couple reasons. I really like that this one's a little bit more fresh. It's a lot more long-lasting. This, I get 12, 13, 14 hours of longevity. Get on your clothes, good luck getting it off. I like the way that they did the cardamom in this. It's a little bit more spicy. It's a little bit more bright. The orange blossom and lavender in this, it's a little bit more creamy. It's a little bit more aromatic. And again, it's a little bit more bright. There's a touch of citrus up top just to lead everything off, but you do get a little bit of like a citrusy white floral feel from that orange blossom. The tonka bean in this is done better, and there's a little bit more vanilla in this, so you're getting a little bit more sweetness. I find this one a little bit more bright, a little bit more creamy, a little bit more sweet, a little bit more spicy, and better put together. As it dries down, you're left with a really nice spicy guaiac wood. Still, you're getting that vanilla and that tonka bean. I think this is a fantastic fragrance. Now, I did my review, or I kind of like my first impressions of this versus the original. On paper, they smell almost exactly the same. But on skin, this is something special. This is like if PDM did Altair or Altair, whatever, however you want to say it, if they did the exclusive version of it. But this is a perfect fragrance for a night out. And it's in that $55 to $65 range. You get 150 mLs. If you own the OG, yeah, it might be a little redundant to get this, but I like this one more. This is the one that I would reach for the perfect night out. And it smells freaking expensive. This is a fragrance that while you're out hitting the town, it's gonna permeate. It's gonna project off your skin. Everybody in the room is gonna know you're there, but not in a bad way. And it's also one of those, whoever you might be out with, they're gonna smell it the next morning. Catch my drift? The next one is gonna be for you oud lovers, all right? And this comes from the house Ahmed Maghribi, and this is Ignite Oud. Man, I love this fragrance. A lot of people I've seen, they kind of say this smells like oud maracuja, but this does not smell like oud maracuja, in my opinion. I have not, done a full wearing with that fragrance. That fragrance is a lot of fruit and a lot of animalic oud. There's a lot of oud going on in that fragrance, but this is different. This starts out with a rosy geranium, all right, and leather. And you get a lot of it. Now, there isn't oud in the note breakdown, but I definitely get some oud in here. It's not a photorealistic or natural smelling oud. It's a little synthetic, but it's just blended very well with that rose and also that leather. And the rose gives a touch of a fruitiness, but you're also getting a really nice aromatic quality from it. Get a really nice sweet amber that's blended very well with that leather and also that rose. You're also going to get some patchouli that adds some nice green sweetness to this. But I think this is a fantastic fragrance for a night out. And my wife doesn't like oud. I wear this and she really likes it. Sorry, she's right over there. The leather makes it kind of a badass style of fragrance. And this would be perfect for if you were wearing a leather jacket or if you're wearing a suit and tie. You get a nice woody, slightly creamy, vanillic sandalwood as it starts drying down. This is beautiful. And this is a beast, all right? Again, 10 plus hours of longevity, projects very heavily, probably for the entire time that you're on your date. As you're getting nervous, maybe you're out with somebody new, you're starting to, sweat a little bit and it'll start pumping off your skin. This is kind of an under the radar sexy fragrance in my opinion. Now, you will have to enjoy leather fragrances, rose fragrances, and oud. And it just so happens that I like all 3 of those, especially when the rose is done right. Now, the geranium you know, is what's playing the rose in here, though I believe there's also some rose. It's jammy, it's sweet, it's masculine, though it still has a nice ethereal quality to it. It has a little bit of a, you know, ethereal backbone. It's got some green qualities, but that leather, rose, and that sweet amber and the oud, man, they combine a perfect fragrance for a night out. Oh, and also you can get this for about $50. I got mine at Perfume Box for I think $47. Definitely worth a whiff and sniff. The next one comes from the house of Bujairami, and this is the Rock Unleashed. Now, if you enjoy the Stronger With You DNA, any of them, then you're probably going to love this one, because this is an inspiration of Stronger With You Parfum. And Bujairami did it right. Their clones, man, they hit the mark. Now, they're not one-to-ones, but they're very close, and they're not ever going to be exactly the original fragrance. But man, this is something special. Off the top, get some mandarin and pink pepper, giving it a little bit of an effervescent feel. Also adding, that pink pepper is adding to some sweetness with it. You're going to get that nice roasted chestnut. There's a nice aromatic lavender sitting in the background. That chestnut is a little smoky, a little spicy. And then you get this beautiful vanilla that's wrapping around that chestnut, kind of dumbing down those spices and letting, adding a little bit of a sweetness to it. This is sweet, spicy, nutty. It's decadent, in my opinion. It's got all the facets of being a great fragrance for hitting the town. If you're going out for dinner, if you're going out to the club, if you're going out to the bar, if you're going to, you know, hell, even if you're going to a honky-tonk, this would be a great fragrance. You're like, honky-tonk? Look, I enjoy taking my wife out line dancing and doing some two-stepping, all right? Can't do the clubs anymore. Don't do the bars anymore. We just go out and hit the town, dancing it up. And this is definitely one I'd be rocking. Now, price on this, you can get it for like 28 bucks. Check out FragranceNet. They're the ones that are selling all the Bujairami fragrances. I'm not sponsored. I'm not affiliated with them. That's just where I pick up all my Bujairamis, because they're pretty much the only ones, I think the only ones in the States where you can get them. Longevity, good, solid 6-8 hours of longevity. If you like that Stronger With You DNA, don't want to pay the prices, you'd rather spend the money on getting a nice steak or hitting the honky-tonk, then definitely check out the Rock Unleashed. I just noticed this thing popped up. Did not notice this morning. Sorry, you guys, I sit there and look at my hard hat pimple. I'm guessing that's what that is. Anyways, I digress. The next one is this little cute guy. And this is Gulf Orchid, and this is Sweet Heaven Tobacco. Yeah, this is my little, I think 10 ml bottle. I've got the whole set right back here. And you can get that set for like $45, $50. And I don't really know how much these go for. I'm going to guess probably in the $40, $45 range, maybe less, $30 range. Not 100% sure. But I found my set at a Marshall's for like 25 bucks. The reason I like this is because I love tobacco. I love tobacco fragrances because they're perfect for a night out. I mean, Dolce & Gabbana, the one, tobacco fragrance. Perfect for an evening out. Perfect for fall and winter as well. But this not only has tobacco, it also has a really nice mandarin up top and a really nice Divana. It is a little powdery coming from that dry tobacco, the myrrh that's in it. So there's a lot of resins in this. You're going to get myrrh. You're going to get some benzoin, that spicy Divana, and then you're also going to get some vanilla and some sandalwood. This is great for a night out. Again, long-lasting fragrance. This will last your whole night out and probably into the next day. It's got a little bit of that angel share kind of DNA going through it. It's got a little bit of a boozy quality, but it's more based around that tobacco, that spicy Divana, and all the resins that are in this. And the vanilla. The vanilla really adds a nice complementary balance to the composition. Sweet Heaven, great fragrance. Have not worn it a whole lot. But it is one that I think would be perfect for a night out because it hits all the marks of being a sexy fragrance. Or as you all like to call it, panty dropper. Though no fragrance will ever drop panties. And if they do, let me know. Drop me a comment. But for the price you can get this at, you can go ahead and get dessert at the end of your meal. and a nice bottle of champagne. And keep an eye out for these little 10 ml sample sets because it is a perfect way to check out the entire Sweet Heaven line. This next one has gotten so much hype, and I understand why. And this is Asad Elixir. Man, if you like Invictus Victory, if you like Boss Bottled Absolute, Boss Bottled Elixir, this right here. And also, if you like Dior Sauvage Elixir, right here. Because this reminds me of Boss Bottled Absolute and also Sauvage Elixir. You get a nice fizzy sweet grapefruit right off the bat. That does not stick around for very long. Shortly after, you're getting a really nice spicy saffron. Followed right behind that, beautiful vanilla. Spicy, woody patchouli. It's got some dampness to it. It's a little dark. It's quite beautiful. That patchouli is really the main character. It's really the backbone to this fragrance because it is one of the biggest players in this game. You're also going to get a really nice incensey woody characteristic and some tobacco. And the tobacco is done very well. It's not a sweet tobacco. Well, it's slightly sweet tobacco, but it's got a little bit more depth to it. Because when it's blended with that patchouli, it's got the perfect amount of darkness to it. Of sexiness, I guess you could say. This gets me a solid 8 to 9 hours of longevity. Perfect for a night out. Projection is really nice within the first few hours, and then it kind of settles down and gets closer to the skin, but it's perfect for whoever you're out with. Once y'all, maybe start slow dancing or something. I don't know if you slow dance, but this is my slow dance. This is probably why I go to honky tonks, because I can't slow dance very well. Anyways, once she gets closer into you, or he gets closer into you, they're going to smell it. They're going to love it. It might actually get you a second date. You never know. Who knows? Just do all the other things right. Like take them to a nice dinner, maybe to a good movie. Because how much you can get this for, you can splurge on your night out. And you can get this in that sub $25 to $35 range. I wouldn't pay much more than that. Find it at rack stores, find it at discounters. Don't pay full price for this. But in my opinion, this is a cheap one that smells expensive and would be perfect for a night out. Last but not least on my list comes from the House of French Avenue yet again, and this is Vulcan's Sable. Now, I have not worn this that much. Just going to be honest with you. I have not put my full test drive into this, but I know this DNA because it smells a lot like Bentley for Men Intense. But this is smoother. It's more polished. It's better, in my opinion. You get this cool, old-fashioned cocktail kind of note. So it's that whiskey and orange right off the bat. This is very resinous as well. You're getting some beautiful resins. You're going to get some LME resin. You're going to get some benzoin. I mean, this has got a lot of legs to it as well. It's got great longevity thus far. So 9-10 hours so far on my skin. Could get better, could get worse. Who knows? You get a really nice tonka, patchouli, and vanilla in this. Great for an evening out. It's got a little bit of an aromatic touch sitting in the background, but it's really based on those spices, that vanilla, the sweetness, and that booziness. I will say this, don't spray too heavy with this because this is a loud fragrance. This is, just a few sprays and you're good to go. You don't want to overdo it. I found my bottle at Burlington for $34.99. I think that's a great value. You get a solid presentation, you get a solid fragrance, and this is one that would be solid for an evening out. So check your rack stores, keep an eye out. Also check discounters. Don't pay too much for this fragrance. I mean, it's good, but you do want to save your money to have the perfect night out. But even though this is cheap, it smells expensive. And it is also an inspiration of Stefan Humbert Lucas, his, what is it called? Sand Dance. I had a brain fart there for a second. So Stefan Humbert Lucas Sand Dance. I haven't smelled that fragrance, but who cares? This, though, you can get this, or you could get this, either or. I would recommend this one. This one's more polished, more refined. It's smoother around the edges. This one's a little bit more harsh, but still solid fragrance. So if you already own this, you don't need this one. But if you don't own this one, definitely check this one out. There it is. Date night fragrances. hit in the town fragrances, whatever you want to call them. Let me know what your favorite hit in the town fragrances are. Leave me a comment down below. But that's all I got for you today. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day and enjoy your night out, because I know you're going to be smelling great. And remember, if you enjoyed today's content, then do me a favor and like, comment, share, and subscribe. And always remember, keep smelling great and stay frugal. And I'll see you in the next one.
And you wanna write it down, would it kill you just to listen?